Hello everyone and welcome to Brickstars. In this video we're taking a look at our whole collection. We're looking at everything we have, but not actually everything because some of it's still at my house, but we'll explain that more in the video. Anyways, we're looking at every set we have as a general overview, and later we're gonna make videos of each individual theme and go into detail of what we've done. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
We're going to start off with looking at our pirate themed shelf. So this is a shelf that has a couple sets. First one is one of our favorites, the Barracuda Bay. You can see here we have Captain Redbeard in front. All of our sets we've added some additional details. In this case we added the turtles, and you'll see the whole collection today. We've left it as we have it displayed. Some things are mocks in progress. Some themes don't go together as well as others. For example, here we had plans to mock the Monkey Kid Flower Mountain into an Islander themed set, and we'll do that eventually. This was another Ninjago set that we've made to look Islander themed. And then in the end here we do have one of our old school sets, the Imperial Armada with the beautiful sail. And that's a look at the pirate shelf. Next up, we've got our Forestman Shelf. Actually, it's two shelves. In this corner, first, we've got the Bricklink Castle in the Forest. We actually bought these parts off Pick-a-Brick because we missed out on purchasing the set directly, and we've added a couple different mods and details. Here we have another mock that we did. It's a kind of a wizard tower, and then we do get into some of the Forestman sets. So this is both the new and old Forestman tower, and then at the end we have our Dark Forest Fortress, one of our favorite sets and one of our favorite minifigures. Up from this shelf, we've got some of the older Forestman sets, which are accompanied with the new Magisto's Magical Workshop, the River Fortress, the Wolf Pack hanging out, and we did like to make some scenes. Here we see the Forestmen having a little barbecue. And finally, the river crossing set. So that's a look at our Forestman collection. Here's a look at another shelf we have. Up top, we have two ships. This is Destiny's Bounty from Ninjago, and this is the Creator 3-in-1 pirate ship. Eventually, we'd like to put this with the pirate display, but we're a little shy of space, so it'll have to do there. Then right below that, we do have our adventures themed display shelf. So this actually mixes parts from Pharaoh's Quest and the original Adventures Egypt theme from the 90s. So we've done some modding, some mocking, and we like how that one looks. And right below that, we have our Viking display. So this is the new Viking Village set, and we have a store in our city that sells used Lego where we picked up a couple of the old school Viking minifigures, which we think look great in this village. And of course, the Viking ship. Here we have the Ideas Bait Shop, one of our favorite sets, and we do actually have the light kit for this set. So at night, we can turn on the lights. It looks pretty cool.
Then here we got three ships. They were all separate sets, and as you can see, there's been some modding done, especially to the little fisherman boat right in front here. And then you get the diving boat in the back, and of course the sailboat that was a gift by purchase.
And right below that, we have our Christmas display. This isn't all of our Christmas sets. Some are at my house, some are at
my house,
another house. So we try and spread our Lego into our own homes. because we're running out of space, and our girlfriends hate that we've used most of the house for Lego, but that's the life of a Lego collector. So looking at the Christmas setup we have here, there's the Alpine Lodge, and then there's the Elf Clubhouse. So 2 great sets, and we do have the light kit for the Elf Clubhouse. In this corner, we actually have one of our bigger mocks. This is our crazy Forestman Lake Fortress. So if you followed us on Instagram, you would see photos of this. Just something we put together, kind of trial and error with different parts that we had. We added a little boat in there, and it's a bit messy. We wish we had more room for it, but we do have this other mock here, and then we've got the Hobbit set here as well until we find a better home for it. And this is all sitting on our part storage, so you can see we've got things kind of sorted by color, by piece. Helps with mocking. Ideally we'd have 2 or 3 of these shelves, but it works for now.
This is our Arctic shelf, and recently with these new sets it grew substantially, but even without the new sets we had a lot of the classic ones, or rather from a few series back. I do love this little base and the playability that it brings. Of course, we try to make certain things kind of hang, make it look like a diorama when we can. And these sets particularly we love because of the colors. They just pop, and from a distance, even though they're not classic, call it Forestman or some of these more, call it desirable themes, I do think that these add so much to our collection, and just looking at them really looks awesome.
Here we have our Western shelf, or I should say our first Western shelf. We have 2 of them. So this one, we start off with the mine corner, and really this has the mine from the Lone Rangers theme, and it also has the Vintage Bandits secret hideout mine, and that transfers over into our Native American village. We do have some mocks there, and then we've kind of just laid out the original sets, added some new features like the animals and some of the new colored pine trees, but all in all the sets are pretty much as they come out of the box, the way you would build them. We do love this theme, so we love having it showcased here. Beautiful prints throughout. And then right above that, we have the rest of our Western collection. So this is more along the Cowboys and U.S. Cavalry theme. We have some bandits traveling here. This is a kind of hybrid of Fort Legorito. We've got a couple copies of this set, so we've made it a little bit bigger and able to fit on our shelf, so it's a bit wider than the original. And then we love the old school sets. They are a little simple, but they do still look great. The old general store, bank, sheriff's lockout. And then here we've got some of the newer Lone Ranger sets, along with a little Cinco de Mayo scene that we created. So it's all very Western, and we love how these 2 shelves look. Next up is our Ninja display. So here we've combined classic Ninja, which we've had for a long time and really love that theme, and then several Ninjago sets that we think tie in pretty nicely. Similar to the pirate shelf, we do plan on modding some of these to tie in a bit nicer with the classic Ninja, like that temple, for example. Here we've got this bridge crossing, which does feature one of our favorite pieces, the barding on this horse. And then the Ninja Flying Temple, which is a classic, beautiful looking set. That's why it's kind of the centerpiece here. And then at the end, we've got more of kind of, I think they had slightly different flags, but this is where we've put our red ninjas. So that's a look at our Ninja shelf. Again, this video is just a high level view of our overall collection. We'll be making more detailed views of the individual themes in other videos.
Here we got our Main Street modular sets, and this is a collection that's been growing rapidly in the last little while, ever since we started off with the one on the very, very far left here, the Parisian restaurant, and then we got sets such as the bookstore, the Assembly Square, police station, the jazz club, and the hotel. Did I miss any?
Nope, the boutique hotel there at the end is probably the favorite of the bunch. It's a great looking set, cool colors. I think that's the first time they kind of introduced that light pink color. And beside that, we do have some of the construction sets, and those are for the construction modular bricklink set that we haven't had a chance to build yet. We do also have the corner garage waiting in storage. So we're running out of room. The shelf is kind of reaching capacity, but we do like the way the street looks so far. We've got a couple other vehicles and minifigures we want to add, but it's a good looking street. Here we have a look at our kind of city themed sets, and specifically this is the city jungle theme, which we do have another video. It's rumored to be returning in 2024. This is from a couple years back, and this featured a lot of great sets. I think we've got the whole wave, and those yellow vehicles really pop. We've tried to get the helicopters to hang above, add some life to the scene. It is very packed. Like I said, we need more room because next door to it we have the city safari sets. We love the animals that came with these sets, the little baby elephants, the big elephants, the lions. So we think it ties in nicely with the jungle theme. That's why we have them next door to each other, but hopefully they can spread out a bit in the future. Here we have a random theme shelf. We've got a couple Monkey Kid sets and the Spaceship remake as the 90th anniversary. So we occasionally buy sets just that we really like. These ones kind of gave us childhood cartoon vibes, and we thought they're very cool looking sets. So, and they're unique Lego themed sets with the Monkey Kid and the space theme. So we always like to support those. We find they're very creative and look great. So, and last but certainly not least, perhaps our favorite, the castle theme. So starting up top here, we've got the 3-in-1 Blacksmith castle. I don't know if it's officially called that, but it has the Blacksmith shield. It's accompanied with our mock, which was the Blacksmith tower. And behind there, we've just got some Harry Potter castle sets that we bought to use for parts, but we never got around to it yet. So it just fills in the back there. And then the shelves below are probably where we've spent the most time cleaning things up. Starting at the bottom here, we have the Lion Knight's Castle, which may be one of our all-time favorite sets. That was released as part of the 90th anniversary for Lego. We've accompanied it with some of the older Dragonite sets from the castle line from about 10 years ago. And we've also included this mock of a catapult that we've done recently. So this is a great looking set. It is huge, but it fits nice and snug in this shelf. And above that, we have maybe my favorite set, and probably the set I'm looking forward to most in 2024 is the remake of the medieval village. So beautiful looking buildings. They're accompanied with a vintage blacksmith shop, and we made a little bit of a scene in the middle here. So there's a feast going on under the tree. There's some animals here with the Mill Village raid. Of course, everyone's favorite goats are there. We're very excited for the return of the goat. And so that's our little village scene. And then up above here, we have the medieval blacksmith, which is one of the most beautiful detailed sets. It of course featured Black Falcons, the Black Falcon Knights. So we've added a couple more here to make the scene a bit busier. And beside that is another mock. This is the medieval bakery. We do also plan to build a medieval tavern that'll have a red roof, and then we'll have kind of a nice display with the blue medieval blacksmith, the green bakery, and a red tavern. We tried to capture a similar style for the two buildings. So that's our castle / medieval shelves. And right below that, because we are running out of room, we had to use this section that has some more storage for parts. But that's where our medieval Joust is. So this is a set that's probably also 10 or so years old and is really tough to find now and get a hold of. But we were lucky enough to get it when it first came out. And it has these two knights jousting. So we do look forward to making this kind of a better display with a full audience to watch the knights, but this will do for now. So that's a look at our Lego collection. We've got a couple different themes, as you've seen, and we've tried to kind of organize things by theme and make it easy to display and see and really show off the collection. As everyone knows, Lego is not a cheap hobby, but it's definitely something that we think looks nice on the shelf and keeps growing. So we're always looking at creative ways to expand our shelving and make room for more new sets. And thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed our collection. We look forward to growing our collection, and like we said, stay tuned. We're going to have videos of different themes in detail to show off some of the details that we've added. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.